I'm dropping a T and doing a buffet in Omaha. Are these jokes? Kind of. They're kind of jokes. But what they are is 4 chapters that Alice left off of the book Snowball. She left them off. Why did she leave them off? I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and not wait for the updated version because it's already been updated and condensed. Well, guess what? We're going to expand chapter 65, what they do teach you at Columbia, which is where page 117, page 123, Warren Buffett did go. What they do teach you at Columbia is what would Warren Buffett do if he studied computer science at Stanford University? It would be different. That's what chapter 65 is springboard. Am I taking content directly out of Columbia Engineering? Yes. Yes, I am. Springboard. Snowball and a springboard. Whereas the entire Snowball book, kind of demoralizing because he's a fiat miner in a time of we're all in Web 3, Web 4, Web 5. Fiat mining demoralizes me. How am I going to invest $60 million when I am 4K in debt? Not Larry Chang saying this. This is what a reader says. This is what a reader says. Like, what part of this book is useful to me? The part of the book is what they didn't write, which is chapter 65. What would Warren Buffett do if he had a Stanford CS degree and could help you go from negative 5K net worth to 600K? That's engineering 245 at Columbia Engineering. You're welcome. That's chapter 65. I'll draft it out, but I wanted to give you the outline. Snowball. Snowball is chapter 66. What a real snowball is, which is engineer up a tidal wave of momentum, perpetually promoting money's momentum. Boom! That's a snowball rolling down a hill. And am I connecting this to chapter 66, which is live action business case study, hat tip Stanford Engineering, 1459. Live action business case study. This is content that Stanford Corp Gov, Stanford Rock, Harvard Corp Gov, Corporal Governance, Board of Director. This is the content that hasn't arrived yet that I already shipped at CPUCC 24. CompuShare's User Conference 2024, I want to say October 3rd, 2024. That's chapter 66, Snowball. Snowball away down the hill with the MicroStrategy flywheel treasury operations. How are they doing treasury operations? Hashtag EUTWMPPMM. Do you see how concise this is? You could give me one hashtag, 3 sentences, or a PhD book on the thesis, and I can do it in 3 seconds. I can do it in 3 hours. I could do it in 3 days. That's chapter 66, which is MicroStrategy treasury operations. How does that benefit us? We can don, wear, adorn an MIT computer science protocol atop of the book, which is a buffet called Snowball. Chapter 67. So, what if Wall Street didn't exist? Because that is chapter 5. if Wall Street didn't exist, we'd be going into chapter 19 of Safedine Abu's book, The Fiat Standard. Because remember, chapters 1 through 5 is what is money? And then 6 through 12 is the need for accounting and audit honesty, which is the entirety of chapters 1 through 64, culminating in Snowball, where the checks. Chapter 19 is the chapter that Safedine Abu left off, which is, okay, people are on the fiat standard, because remember, this book, chapters 1 through 64, is about fiat mining. Well, chapter 19 is a chapter that is a sequel to Fiat Standard, written by Safedine Abu, and chapter 19 is also chapter 67. How cool is that? Is your brain about to explode? It doesn't matter. We can keep going because Mr. Owl is ready. Right, Mr. Owl? Ooh. Who has a 488 for an IQ? Who? It's actually 88, but I'm reading books, and because I read a book from a 7-year-old, now that 7-year-old's brain is inside my brain. Oh my God. Is that also Charlie Munger? I think it is. This is a great video so far. Good job paying attention. Chapter 68, the Bitcoin wave. That's chapters 19 through 33, with the flagship chapter being chapter 19. And that is back referring to chapter 66, which is Michael Saylor, chairman of the board, running protocol EUTWM PPMM, treasury operations. Where did he get this knowledge from? Oh, I'm glad you asked, my fellow YC mentees and compatriots and my Stanford baseball mentors. Oh, where did he get it from? Michael Saylor's book that he wrote in 2011 or 2009 or 1999. It doesn't matter, because he wrote it and you haven't read it. It's called The Mobile Wave.